Another day, another dollar. Thank the Lord for another 24. God, I knew that was you. I'm going to get right into the video. Don't never forget where you come from in life. Wherever you started at in life, don't never forget. Always keep it in the back of your head with you, wherever you go in life, man. I don't care if you came from a silver spoon, your parents was rich, you was in charter schools, private schools all your life, man. You had the best of life, you lived in nice houses all your life. I don't care if you grew up in the projects, the jets, the trenches, the hood, the ghetto, Section 8, all that, I don't care if you grew up there, man. Always take it with you, man. It works both ways. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up with rich parents, keep that in the back of your head. That way that any time in life, man, you might have it good now, but you can always go from being on top to being on the bottom, man. Use that to your advantage, man, and keep multiplying, amplifying your success, and what your parents laid out for you, take advantage of that, man, to get even further ahead in life and, make a difference out here. If you came up in the situation how I came up, you grew up in poverty, the hood, the project, Section 8, charity newsy, food pantries, WIC, food stamps, low income, a lot of crime. I grew up in that environment, man. Columbus, Ohio, Riverside, Bradley. Man, I grew up in them projects, man. This was back when I was a kid, It wasn't nothing for me coming home from school, to see the police out, man. They chasing after somebody or they arresting somebody right there where we live. You might see somebody out there just on the street doing drugs, passed out from crack, man, whatever. I remember one time I was outside playing. I might have been maybe 8 or 9 years old. We had little stoops in front of our projects, man. Everybody used to just congregate, You had one house, then you had the next house. Then you had like a mulch. It was a mulch area, kind of like a player, but it was like a stoop. Everybody sat right in front of their apartments. I remember one time I was like 8 or 9 years old, right? My neighbor was out there too. She had a newborn baby. He in the little the cradle thing, the little thing you put the babies in. You push it and it'll bounce up and down, kind of newborn baby. I remember he probably went but maybe 8, 9 months, man. We outside just playing, summertime, right? Somebody come running. Next thing you see somebody come running. He just running. I'm talking about he booking it. He jumps over the baby, keeps running around the side of the projects to the back of the the apartments we stayed in, man. Next thing you know, man, about 3 or 4 police officers running right after him. I don't know what happened, man. I was a kid at the time, man. But I remember stuff like that, man. You might wake up, man. 10 might be 10, 11 o'clock at night, right? You might look outside, man, it's like 10 police cars. You're like, what the fuck going on now? It's always, man, if you grew up in that type of environment, the hood, the projects, man, then you can relate. It's always some shit going on, always something fighting, man. I remember seeing my mom, my aunts, my cousins, them getting into it, man, with some neighbors, man, out there brawling, man. I'm talking about fighting, man. They done called my other aunts and cousins over, man. They out there fighting. I remember seeing all that, man, But I say all this, to keep going. When I go forward in life, though, I take that with me because I don't want to forget. I'm not glorifying it, and whatnot, saying it's a good thing, growing up in that environment. I don't wish that on nobody, But what I'm trying to say is, when you take that with you, you don't forget that type of stuff, man, and it keeps you humble. It's kept me grounded, keep me humble. I don't want to get that big head. I start seeing success in life. Maybe whatever I'm trying to do, I start to blow up. And I don't want to get that big head, think I'm too good for somebody or too good for this, too good for that. I ain't too good for shit, man, because I remember them times, man, I might have ate ramen noodles for lunch and dinner. I didn't know no better, man. I'm just like, to me, that was good eating. That was luxury eating to me. I'm like, I like ramen noodles, man. Till this day, I still keep ramen noodles at my house, man. You know, I don't live in the projects no more by the grace of God, you know, but I still keep ramen. I always got a box of ramen noodles. I got one, I just went grocery shopping today. Look, fresh box. I'm not lying, fresh box. I'm gonna keep them. I keep them with me, man. You know, I don't care like how much money I got. I can have $10 million in the bank right now. I'm gonna always keep me some ramen noodles, man. It's just a comfort food for me. You know, I grew up on it. You know, a lot of people, man, my friends I went to college with, they said they got tired and played out with ramen noodles, man. They stopped eating them after college or when they became grown. Me, I still eat them to this day, man. You know, it's like one of my favorite comfort foods. You know, it ain't even about struggling, man. You know, this and that. If I want, I can go out any day and get a decent meal. It's just what I like. It's what I grew up on, man. It's comfort food to me. You know, when I used to go out to the club, come back, if I didn't go to Waffle House or IHOP, shit, I'll come right home, make me 2 packs of noodles, man, and go on lay down, you know? So that's just my mindset, you know? I don't want to forget where I came from, you know? People ask me why I call myself the Ghetto Bodybuilder, why I named my channel the Ghetto Bodybuilder. Cause I want to keep that with me, man. Growing up in the ghetto, that environment, you know, I want that to keep me humble, keep me running, keep me hustling, keep me working hard. You know, stay focused, man. I don't want to ever forget that, you know, cause I don't want to go back, you know. So yeah, man. When I grew up in an environment, you know, I was so determined. I'm like, man, I gotta make it out of this shit, man. This shit can't be life for me. It can't be. You know, my mom, she did her best though. You know, she raised us up. She had to get 2-3 jobs. Shit, that's what she was doing. You know, she was strict. We couldn't be out running the streets, man. I could have easily been out there running the streets, man. You know, when you in a single parent home, you growing up in that environment, you know, your mom's gone a lot working. I could have easily been the one to go out and start running on the streets with my homeboys doing this and that, man. But I was always determined and focused, like, man, this ain't life for me. It's more to life for me. I can't get trapped off in this shit. I can't be stuck here. You know, I gotta make it. You know, so when I was coming up, man, middle school, high school, all I was focused on was sports, the books, man, working out, lifting weight. That's all I cared about, man. You know, I took that with me, and them same habits, same determination, discipline is still with me to this day. You know, the same stuff I've been doing 20 years, I'm still doing it, you know. I was like, I gotta get out this shit, man, you know. And I ain't done. I'm not done. That's the thing. I'm not done, man. My mom, she was able to get a house and whatnot. So I'm like, man, I'm trying to come back and get her. You know, once you make it to where you're trying to go in life, don't ever forget the people, man, that you use as stepping stones and that help push you up and uplift you. You're supposed to go back and get them. You know, that's why I say I ain't done, man. It ain't just about me. I got to go back and get the ones that matter the most to me, that made a difference in my life. I'm coming. I ain't told her, but I'm like, in my head, I'm coming, man. I'm trying to pay the bills off, the car, the house, whatever, man. You know, cash her out. That's my goal. That's one of my goals. I got to go back. I'm coming. I told in my head, in the back, Mom Dukes, I'm coming for you. Don't worry. You ain't everything all the sacrifices you made for me. You know, money, man, you didn't have, but you gave it to me anyway, so I could go on the field trip. Or I could do this and that through school, or go, you know, to that football camp. Man, I'm gonna pay it back, man. I gotta repay, man. That's a debt, man. You can never forget, man, right there, man. You know, so that's my mindset right now. You know, I'm like, yo, I'm so focused and whatnot on life and what I'm trying to do. But on the same token, once I make it to where I'm trying to go, what I'm trying to do with this YouTube thing, online fitness, I gotta come back and I gotta get my mama next. You know, I'm going to get my mama. You know, she was the one that was there since day one, through thick and thin, through the good and the bad. She never turned her back on me one day, man. Even when I fucked up, man, or did dumb shit, she was stuck behind me. You know, so I'm coming back to get her, man. You know. Yeah, I'm never forgetting though, man. I don't want you to ever forget. I don't want you to ever be ashamed of where you come from, man. I used to try to hide that. I used to be ashamed. Like, I was like, damn, man, I don't want people to see my house or this and that, man. I'm like, man, you know what I mean? or you know, the coaches dropping you off, man. You know, they might live in a nice neighborhood. Your football coach, they drop you off, man. You know, now I don't even care. You know, I'm like this, man. I'm proud of where I come from. You know, because it made me into the man that I am today. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud. I'm gonna wear it on my sleeve. You know, I'm gonna wear it to the day I die. I ain't gonna change up, man. Embrace where you come from. You know, especially once if you grew up in that type of environment I'm talking about, and you make it out and you do something productive with your life, man, you doing good, you making a difference out here. You know, embrace where you come from, where you started. You started at humble beginnings, but that didn't define your life. Now look where you at. You stuck with it. You kept going. You didn't let the distractions, man, the negativity, the poverty, all that, you didn't let that shit hold you back, man. I could have easily been one of the ones that fell in the cracks, man. Easily, man. I was supposed to be a statistic, you know. I know a lot of the people I grew up with, man. You know, I grew up in the same projects with a lot of them, man. They done been to prison. You know, some of them got killed. You know, like drug-related shit. You know, gang-related shit. I done seen all that, man. They not here no more, man. I'm here by the grace of God. You know, I could have easily went that route and been with them, running with them. I chose to go this way. I chose to go to college, play football. You know, once I got done with school, I went ahead and I got on with the government, man, working at the prison system. You know, I've been doing that 12 years, you know, and it changed my life. You know, I could have easily went this way and I could have been the one that's locked up, you know. That's just like the inmates at my job. You know, I'm a prison guard, correctional officer. They be like, man, I remember one of them, he said, the difference between me and you is you ain't get caught. You didn't get caught, man. And I sat there and I thought, I'm like, damn, he damn right, man. And when I broke that shit down, I was like, I could easily be on that side of the wall, you know, instead of me clocking in, doing 8 or 16 hours shifts and going home living my life. I could be there 24/7, locked down in the chain gang, in the slammer, doing my bid, doing time, you know, easily. One of my last prison I worked at, I seen the dude I grew up with in these same projects I'm telling you about. I seen him, man. He was locked up for bank robbery, right? Doing 12. I think I was a year older than him. But I talked to him too while I was at that prison. I was only there for like 2 years and I transferred to work at another prison. But I talked to him and I was like, damn, what you in here for? He's like, man, robbing banks, man. And we got to talking a little bit, you know, about other people and whatnot. He was like, yeah, man, a lot of other people, man, they done been to jail, man. We used to be selling dope in the project, man. And I was like, wow, that could have been me, man. Easily, I could have easily been like, man, fuck school, man, fuck this shit. I'm about to go out here and run these streets, man, to get this money, you know, selling dope, trying to be fast, trying to be cool. That wasn't for me, though, man. God had better plans for me, you know, by the grace of God. I'm thankful every day, man, for my position, you know. And I ain't by no means rich, famous, or nothing like that, man. Or, you know, I ain't saying I got all the money in the world, but I was able to go out and make and provide a better life for myself. You know, I'm comfortable. You know, I ain't where I want to be, but I'm making great strides towards where I'm trying to be, you know. And even if I don't get there to where I'm trying to be, man, I'm happy right here where I'm at now. All the success I done had in my life, man, when I sit down and I look back on it, man, I done came a long way from where I first started, man. So even if I don't have no more success, you know, or make it any more further, man, I did a lot, man, in my life. I made a difference out here, you know. I made a lot of people proud of me. You know, a lot of people to this day, like, man, I'm proud of you, man, what you became. I remember when you was a little boy, man, you know, you be running around with that football or whatnot, man. Yeah, I remember all that, man. Yeah, we ain't gonna never forget, man. Don't ever forget where you come from, man, you know. Yeah, don't be ashamed of it. It's okay, man. You know, that makes you more relatable to other people. You know, other people can identify with that. That make you more authentic. You know, when you try to hide it, you know, try to pretend you something you're not, man. People see right through that shit, man. Own that shit. Live it, man. That's where you started, man. So be it, man. Just because that's where you started don't mean that got to define your life. and be where you end up too. You know, go out here, mate, and figure out what you want to do with your life, man. What it is that makes you happy, what you passionate about, man. And go out here and get on your hustle, man, and make it happen. Make a difference out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got merchandise for sale. You can check my website out if you want, www.theghettobodybuilder.com, man. Stay humble, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. If you're doing something positive, you're doing something productive, man, stay on your path. You don't let nobody knock you off. Don't get distracted, man. So many distractions out here. 2023, it's so much going on, so much bull. A lot of it is bullshit, man. You gotta be able to cut down the background noise so you can lock in and focus on what it is you're trying to do, man. You know. So keep grinding, man. Keep doing what you gotta do, man, to make a difference, to get ahead. And like I always tell people, we ain't just trying to get by. We trying to get ahead. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated. Boom!